Hey everyone, this is Just Another Dude, the channel where the day starts with coffee, ends with sweat, and we even lose a few pounds in the process. Today we're looking into intermittent fasting. What is this stuff? Does it work, and is it worth skipping breakfast? Spoiler, it might be. Let's get started. You've heard about it, maybe even tried it, but how does it really work? What are the actual benefits? And what should you watch out for before diving in? Stick around, I'm breaking it all down in 7 minutes. We're talking split-screen action showing you the difference between eating and fasting windows, before and after results that'll blow your mind. Clocks ticking down those fasting hours, delicious food, because who wants to fast and be miserable? And of course, some epic workout footage. Whether you're a seasoned faster or just curious, this video's got you covered. Let's do this. Alright, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's break down what intermittent fasting actually is. Now, contrary to what some people think, it's not about starving yourself, it's not a diet, it's more like an eating schedule. Think of it like this: you're cycling between periods of eating and fasting, strategically timing your meals to maximize your body's natural processes. The most popular method, and the one I usually recommend for beginners, is the 16-8 method. The 16-8 method basically means you fast for 16 hours and then have an 8-hour window where you can eat your meals. Sounds tough, right? But here's the thing. You're already fasting for about 8 hours while you sleep. You're basically just extending that fast a little longer. So, for example, you could finish your last meal at 8 p.m., then fast through the night and have your first meal at noon the next day. Boom! You've just completed a 16-hour fast. Now, 16-8 is just one way to do it. We've also got the 18-6 method, which is a bit more challenging, and the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days and then restrict your calories for 2 days. And then there's OMAD, 1 meal a day, which is exactly what it sounds like. We'll dive deeper into these different methods in a future video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. So, we've talked about what intermittent fasting is, but how does it actually work on the inside? Well, get ready for a little science lesson. When you fast, your body goes through some pretty amazing changes. First off, your insulin levels drop. Insulin is a hormone that helps your body use glucose for energy, but when you're constantly eating, your insulin levels stay elevated, making it harder for your body to burn fat. But when you fast and those insulin levels drop, your body's like, alright, time to tap into those fat stores. And that's exactly what it does. It starts breaking down fat for energy, leading to, you guessed it, weight loss. But it doesn't stop there. After about 12 hours of fasting, your body starts switching from glucose to fat as its primary fuel source. This shift into fat-burning mode is where the magic really starts to happen. And then around the 16-hour mark, something really cool kicks in: autophagy. Now, autophagy is like your body's own internal cleaning crew. It's the process of your cells cleaning out old, damaged parts and repairing themselves. This cellular rejuvenation can have some pretty incredible benefits, like reducing inflammation throughout your body and even slowing down the aging process. So, not only can intermittent fasting help you shed those extra pounds, but it can also help you feel sharper, more energized, and even look younger. Now, who wouldn't want that? Chapter 3. The awesome benefits of intermittent fasting. Okay, by now you're probably starting to see why intermittent fasting is so popular. It's like the Swiss Army knife of health benefits. First and foremost, we've got weight loss. Like we talked about earlier, intermittent fasting helps you lose weight by lowering insulin levels and switching your body into fat-burning mode. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to count calories or obsess over every little thing you eat. But it's not just about the number on the scale. Intermittent fasting also boosts your brain power. Ever get that afternoon slump after a big lunch? That's your blood sugar crashing. But with intermittent fasting, you're less likely to experience those energy dips, leading to better focus, improved cognitive function, and increased productivity throughout the day. And let's not forget about the digestive benefits. When you're constantly eating, your digestive system is working overtime. But with intermittent fasting, you're giving your gut a much-needed break, which can lead to less bloating, improved digestion, and even a reduction in digestive issues like IBS. And here's the kicker. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting may even help you live longer. The autophagy process we talked about earlier, that cellular cleanup, it's linked to longevity and a reduced risk of age-related diseases. Plus, intermittent fasting can improve your insulin sensitivity, which is a big deal in preventing type 2 diabetes. So, not only can it help you feel better in the present, but it might help you live a longer, healthier life down the road. Chapter 4. Proceed with caution. Intermittent fasting pitfalls to avoid. Alright, before you run off and start fasting like a champ, let's talk about some things you need to watch out for. Because as awesome as intermittent fasting can be, it's not a magic bullet and it's not for everyone. First off, let's talk about the fasting flu. When you first start intermittent fasting, you might experience some side effects like headaches, fatigue, or even crankiness. This is totally normal. It's just your body adjusting to this new way of eating. The good news is that these symptoms usually go away after a few days once your body gets used to it. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of water and electrolytes during your fasting periods to stay hydrated. Another thing to watch out for is overtraining while fasting. Look, I'm all for pushing yourself in the gym, but if you're doing intense workouts on an empty stomach, you could be setting yourself up for burnout or even injury. Listen to your body, and if you need to fuel up before a workout, do it. There's no shame in adjusting your fasting window to fit your training schedule. And probably the most important thing to be mindful of is binge eating during your eating window. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, well, I've been fasting all day so I can eat whatever I want now. But if you're overeating and making unhealthy choices during your eating window, you're not going to see the results you're looking for. Remember, intermittent fasting is a tool to help you improve your health, not a free pass to eat junk food. Focus on nourishing your body with whole, nutrient-dense foods during your eating window. And finally, it's crucial to remember that intermittent fasting isn't suitable for everyone. If you have any underlying health conditions like diabetes, low blood pressure, or a history of disordered eating, talk to your doctor before starting intermittent fasting. They can help you determine if it's right for you and guide you on how to do it safely. Outro: unlock your fasting potential. So there you have it, guys. The ins and outs of intermittent fasting. It's a powerful tool, but it's just that, a tool. Combine it with good nutrition, movement, and sleep, and the results can be amazing. Remember, everyone is different, so what works for one person might not work for another. Listen to your body, experiment, and find what works best for you. And most importantly, don't be afraid to reach out to a healthcare professional if you have any questions or concerns. Have you tried intermittent fasting? What's your favorite method? Drop a comment below, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Stay healthy, my friends.